What's going on YouTube, Achilles here, and today I put together a Jeskai control deck. This one's based around Shiko, Paragon of the Way. If you haven't seen this card before, it says, when Shiko enters, exile target non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard, copy it. Then you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. So pretty much the whole idea is we want to take advantage of this ability. So most of the instant and sorceries in here are mana value 3 or less. And the cards we really want to copy are stuff like Stock Up, Split Up, even Lightning Helix to close games, Get Lost to get rid of certain cards, and so on. So this card is not only a 4 or 5 flying vigilance creature, but it has that built-in ability to get some extra value. The rest of the deck is made to get rid of everything our opponent throws at us. We have some counters, we have plenty of removal, and we pressure our opponent with Urabrask's Forge, which is unfortunately leaving Standard soon, but once the news sets out, I'll find a replacement for this card. But until then, I feel like recording this without this in here would be a disadvantage since the rotation didn't happen. But once this rotates out, I'm sure we could find a replacement. But besides that, the only other card that's going to be rotating out that I could think of that is somewhat relevant is Mirrex, because this card is just one of my favorite cards of all time. But at the end of the day, you can just switch this out to Fountain Port. So we play a control game plan and we grind out the games, and the longer the game goes, the more it'll go in our favor. So let's get right into this list. We got 1 Authority of the Consuls, 1 Elspeth Smite, 1 Family Interference, 1 Spell Pierce, 1 3 Steps Ahead, 2 Thunder Magic, 4 Get Lost, 1 Negate, 3 Lightning Helix, 1 Jeskai Monument, 3 Split Up, 4 Stock Up, 4 Urabrask's Forge, 1 Rediscover the Way, 3 Day of Judgment, 4 Shiko, Paragon of the Way, and for the lands we got 3 Plains, 2 Islands, 2 Mountains, 1 Inspiring Vantage, 4 Mystic Monastery, 2 Cavern of Souls, 1 Demolition Field, 4 Fabled Passage, 2 Mirrex, and 4 Starting Town. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos. Let's get right into these games. Alright, we get to go first. I'll keep this one. With Starting Town, we get all 3 colors that we need, so well, they're going to play a very aggressive deck, it looks like. Very fancy. So, in that case, let's find some cards, like this board wipe, for example. And we already have an Urabrask Forge. Maybe the spot removal, too. See, they're already going to start swinging. They're going to commit more to the board if I had to guess. Hopefully, and then we could use for... oh, look at that. We could go Day of Judgment, get rid of all 3 of them. So, get to survive. Throw the Forge out. And now we have Lightning Helix on standby, which is nice. Oh, that card's really good. Poor guy. That is land. Got a removal spell. Before we use it, let's stock up first. So now we... The problem is we don't have a blue source now. Let's get rid of that now. Play this tapped and start swinging. Might as well just use the third forge, right? So now the best part is if, I was going to say if they used a spell right now, I could spell Pierce and then I could get double strike on my creature because of my Rediscover the Way. But unfortunately they did not. This is what we're going to do though. Play this. We're going to use Get Lost now to get rid of their creature. We're just going to keep them a step behind the whole time. Okay. We go first. I'll keep this one. Fortunately, the Lightning Helix is offline until we find a white or red source. But now the good thing is we can at least stock up to find some other cards. Alright, Forge is so good for us. I'm gonna get the Forge in the mountain. I think that's the move. You could argue I could have gotten the land that's all three colors, but I think this is okay. Of course I draw this one. This is my fourth land on curve. Alright, start swinging. Now we gotta deal with an Overlord. Very fancy. So now at least we take down the Overlord too. Oh no. What a good random encounter. I gotta be careful now. I have the 3 steps ahead held up to counter something, but our opponent is definitely going over the top, so we gotta be very, very careful now. So we're only at 9, and if they really wanted to, after I waste my counter, And if we don't get another one, then they could just easily just go random encounter again. So let's see. That's very interesting. They just end their turn. I guess they read the counter. And we got the negate on top. I gotta do it like this. I gotta get rid of the creature and still hold up my counter while applying pressure to them. So we go for the swing. Smuggler's Surprise would apply. Yeah, that's what we gotta negate. Now the problem is they could just go random encounter and go for game right now. Instead they go for a tally. Very interesting. They should totally use the Day of Judgment. That'd be good. Imagine. Okay, so they are making a powerful board. But luckily, we can answer it. Alright, so once again, we slowly but surely will beat down our opponent, hopefully. We have our counter held up for next turn. So we could stop their giant random encounter play, hopefully. I'm really hoping that I could just counter their big giant spell. They pass, and I go second Urabrask Forge, and that should be enough damage. Because this will go to 6, and that will be 1, so that's 7 damage. They could just do the Ghost Vacuum, though, to be safe and get a bunch of little creatures. But I wonder, is that the move or not? Terror of the Peaks, huh? Yeah, I'm going to counter that. It's a really big card. Now they only have 4 mana to play around with, too. So I wonder what they're going to do for 4 mana. And it looks like we're going to get it if they can stop this double Forge coming up with this 1 mana they have open. The moment of truth. 7 damage. Opponent's going first. Not too bad of a start. They're playing a Reanimator deck that just gives it away almost. Alright, so now got an Authority of the Consuls out. We are just chilling. Ooh, they're stuck on 3 lands. How unfortunate. That technically does help them in the sense that they are trying to get those creatures in the graveyard anyway, so. Definitely just want to get some more lands every turn. I don't think we're going to use that Lightning Helix too much. We might as well get out of range of taking a bunch of damage this game. 5 now. We can't go Shiko and hold up Negate in the same turn. So it looks like I'm going to make a Might this turn. We just got to be ready for their Zombify or whatever they throw at us. And there it is. So we do red, white, blue. Go Shiko now. We'll stock up once again, finding some more cards. Oh, we got a counter. And Fabled Passage is another land for us. So now we're chilling. So now if they go for Zombify, or let's say they play another land, go for Rakdos joins up, we just counter it and keep the pressure coming. And they don't even have it, so it gives us an extra turn to deal with whatever they throw at us, so it's pretty good. For us, at least. Now they're going to discard another powerful card, if I had to guess. Unless they have, interesting. Okay. Didn't expect that card to be in there. Just keep throwing them off. And I was gonna say the Lightning Helix would have been relevant from the 3 damage. We could just we could win next turn technically, but we're gonna make 2 mites, if anything, and it doesn't even matter. We get it. We get to go first. I'm going to keep this. You don't have any blue, but with their hand, it doesn't even really matter, so. Now we got the blue. Just going to Thunder Magic now before they use this card a bunch to just pump it up and do damage. Instead, we get rid of it, and then we run into a Spell Pierce. We're not, thankfully. I just see the 1 open mana, and I just say, oh, okay, they always have Spell Pierce, so you always got to be mentally prepared for it. I'm never shocked, because it's just the name of the game. You got to expect the worst-case scenario in order to just get really, I wouldn't say get really good, but just make the best decisions. Just so you know every scenario that could happen, I guess. That makes any sense. Okay, so what's the move, guys? I think we just swing. take that thing out because it has 3 toughness. We'll stock up. Find our lands. And if they go wide, the split up could be good. Let's do it like this. Because the whole mindset is I could either go split up or you could go Shiko back into stock up and find more cards. So I'm just trying to keep my options open. So since they did that, I'm going to go Shiko, and since they can counter it because of Cavern of Souls, I do not fear anything. So we just immediately use the stock up. All lands, oh my goodness. That's not ideal. We'll do it like this. At least we're still putting pressure with Forge, which is always nice. I'll say it again. I'm always gonna be so sad when this card finally rotates out. I mean, if your opponent uses this on you, then, you know, it's not a good feeling. But if you use it, then it's great, so. But I guess it'll be even for everyone, just so it's gone. There's always the, it's the Boros 3-drop, forgot what it's called, Windcrag Siege, but you can make the 1/1 goblins every turn with it. But it's not the same, but I still think that's the only balanced alternative that you could play once the set rotates, or the sets, meaning the multiple ones. We don't have anything in our graveyard worth using for Shiko. So we're going to play this very slowly. But first, let's Lightning Helix that. In case they flash something in for whatever reason, we're going to play that. And we just have to now let the game naturally progress, and the Forge will do it. That is a Rotten Mouth Viper, alright. Very fancy. I'll lose the 4 life, it's not a big deal. Get rid of it. Play lands. Go for this swing. Our opponent will be able to gain 3 life from Momentum Breaker, though, so that is something to be aware of. But I have an idea. Check this out. We're going to go for the swing. Ooh, they used that. Okay. So what I was going to do, which I'm still going to end up doing, is I'm just going to go Shiko. And then use the Lightning Helix just to push him down a little bit. So it kind of acts as if they use the Momentum Breaker, it will be like if it was for nothing. And we get it. Alright, we get to go first for this one. Not too bad. We have all 3 colors, which is very nice. So we will hopefully use this Phantom Interference on turn 2 for something relevant. I go for Lindwar Elves immediately. Okay, so now I definitely know that this Phantom Interference is going to hit something. Right? I hope. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Might as well. And it looks like they're playing a creature-heavy deck, so once we get to Day of Judgment, then that'll be very nice for us. Oh, how convenient. We get a starting town now. So, we have plenty of lands already. I think we're going to get the Monument and Spell Pierce. Monument could make us 2 bird creatures on top of it, getting us a land, so it has value on it. Very curious, though, to see what they're going to do. It's a move. And when it enters, they scry, not when they cast. That's relevant. So, depending on what they cast next, I'll either Spell Pierce, Lightning Helix, or just wait for the Day of the Judgment. So we don't care about that. That's fine. We'll just take the damage and then use Day of Judgment. Just save our cards that way. Yeah, let's do it like this. Keep the blue held up for Spell Pierce. We'll make a red mana source so we have a little bit of everything before we stock up. Could have went for the Forge, but here we are with these birds. Now we go for the Forge. Not only are we swinging with a couple of birds, but now we got our Phyrexian Horror as well. That's a card to deal with. Attempt to get rid of it right now. We sure do. That's not nice. I didn't even do any damage. So we make a Might. Got lost the creature. keep the pressure coming. So now they're going to probably pump up Bartz and Boko, try to get out of range of my Elspeth Smite that they don't even know I have, but that is my assumption. But if they block one of our creatures, next turn will be Elspeth Smite, so even if they pump it up, we will get rid of that card regardless. But now we are waiting on them first to see what they're going to do, and then we'll go from there. I forgot to use the Might. Oh well. Just go for the swing. Yeah, if I had that Might out, I would have had it. But we go for the... for that. And then one. And that's pretty much it. I have the 3 steps ahead and held up, so... no matter what they play, how powerful it may be, we get rid of it. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comment section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care.